know it's cold, man.
After living full-time on the road for almost 7 years, this F-550 truck camper project has truly been a dream come true. And in the time I've lived on the road, believe it or not, I've had a lot of different heaters. And since we're going to be camping in all 4 seasons with this camper all over the country and Canada, a heater is a pretty important part of this build. Because ultimately, we could be camping in tents, but we camp in vehicles to be super comfortable, be able to pack up and go anywhere the next day, even if the conditions say otherwise.
Oh, what's up everyone? How you doing? Today I'm going to show you my new Fogatti 35,000 BTU propane heater and get it installed. Let's do it. Ooh, yeah. Introducing the Fogatti 35,000 BTU RV furnace, baby. Because everyone needs heat. So this is what comes with the unit. Step 1, it says use a hammer to remove the knockout plates. Oh, cool. And pull that little plate out of there. And there we go. Next we'll install the heater duct adapters. I did have to get these separate off Amazon. They weren't provided with the kit, but they're super cheap. I got a little balaclava on here because it's pretty cold. In my first truck, the Dodge Mahal, I drove from Arizona all the way to the Arctic Ocean with a diesel heater that was kind of on the fritz the whole time and really only worked a couple times. But I want to be able to rely on my heater. I want to be able to rely on any systems I put in this truck. So you guys just saw I installed this side hatch in the truck. That was a big reason the truck interior is laid out the way it is to have this massive side hatch. Yesterday I installed this false wall right here. So this can come out at any point or it can stay in. And basically the idea here is I'm going to be testing different heaters in this truck to really see what I like the best. So basically we just cut a 17 3/4 inch by 8 inch hole. We got it marked. We'll go ahead and drill some holes at our corners. 2. Next we'll go ahead and set up the ducts and connect the gas and electrical supplies, and that wired controller will get. The propane fitting is right over here. I've got this propane line I'm going to be using, and I've also got this adapter here that fits onto it. We'll take some Teflon tape and go ahead and tighten that on. Connect it right here with our propane fitting, and then this end goes to a traditional propane tank. For wiring, you've really just got these positive negative here, and then these 2 wires that the controller just plugs right into. These already have plugs on them. These need to be wired. We'll go ahead and pre-tin these, get some solder on these wires. Soldering iron to 480 degrees. I love soldering. It's really fun actually. Tin on there and connect these 2. There you go. Now our 2 wires are connected. Go ahead and test out our controller here. There we go. We'll fire up the heater. Nice. She's a ripping. Look at that. It's pulling 130 watts out of the power station. Not bad at all.
Ooh, this thing also works as a good mirror. Hey, how's it going, guys? And change modes, heat, sleep. We can put the temp up. Look at that. Oh my gosh, temp can go all the way up to 104. Let's go ahead and get this thing all installed now. Up in here, up in here. Bottom here, intake tube. Now, one thing I should mention is we will have to obviously open this hatch to use this heater, and that is totally okay because everything else inside is all sealed off. And we'll put the exhaust under there. Pull this cover out. So let's go in the truck now and I'll show you how I've got the ducting all run. So this hatch goes down into our heater, and this is our power run down there, and then this screws on and the heat comes up through this vent and over into this little hatch here. So we've got the heat duct connected there as well, so that it's gonna dump out right in the middle there. This guy will kind of pivot and send our heat any which way we want it. So yeah, you guys, pretty awesome. We got the table in. We've got a lot of progress made on the camper. Now let's pack this thing up and give the heater a little test. Bye-bye, heater hose. What really stands out on this Fogatti unit is the 7 duct outlets, which make a huge difference when working with a larger RV or custom layout like the Mobzilla. The 4-stage heating control also helps balance heat output and efficiency depending on the conditions, of course. I've got the 12-volt run to a cigarette lighter up to the power station. So if we turn that on, I've got our controller mounted right over here. This thing is quiet and operates at just 40 decibels, ensuring a warm RV environment without disturbing your sleep, especially when it's in sleep mode. Man, this Fogatti 35,000 BTU propane heater is awesome. Yeah, certainly nice to have heat. My Jeep camper that I lived in for years did not have a heater, and I'm done with that life, and we're here with the heater life. So we got pads ordered for the dinette as well, so those will be coming soon. But right now we're just chilling, kicking back, all cozy. The heater test went great. The heater draws about 120, 130 watts on startup from our power station, and then levels out, you know, do about half of that. So super happy, not a lot of power consumption. If you're looking for a propane heater, be sure to check out the Fogatti 35,000 BTU propane heater. Don't Fogatti about it. Comment, let me know what you thought. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our adventures in the Mobzilla. We're ready to head west again to King of the Hammers and really put this thing to the test on stage 1 of the interior build. So we'll see you on the next episode. The only question is, are you down to mob a Fogatti?